This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check it right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Spartans head coach right before the game.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick give. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs. And I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together. Because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Rolls right. Fires on the move. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. At the 45 on his way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's already got 46 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hit as he throws. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Now here's Mack. Out wide left, it's Owens. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep it inbounds, so they'll turn it over on 4th down. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got the back over the middle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Running the red zone, it's Davis. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sparty. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. He'll get rid of it. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Blaylock.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second and long here. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll ride him again. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll ride Davis here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Mack finds his target down the middle. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Got him quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Caught. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost, and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Sooner. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Right side, it's Owens. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Hits inside, it's Owens. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out.
Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Trying to pick up a first down. Clouds is way ahead. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding. Situation of the game, going and getting the first down, getting a fresh set of downs.
Keeps it on first down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Straight ahead, it's Davis. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Austin Mack. makes a grab.
If you want to sit back in zone, it's my job to find holes as the wide receiver in the zones. Nice little curl route, curls right behind the defender. Great pitch and catch.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Mack. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force. Fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. They're all over it. And he went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Mack. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking left. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Finds his man on the RPO. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give to Davis. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Right at the line. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give them time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Gooden's at his feet.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Mack. Rushes on. Finds a man in the middle.
And that's a big throw. And that's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get it.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Defense all over it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Spartans send out the punt unit. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Pulls it. Good toss. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
Ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll ride Davis here. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Right back to it. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick give. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for... And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Running inside, it's Blaylock. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Swapped immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty.
Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Cuts it upfield. It's Owens. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. Left side is Wilson. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. Here's some daylight. Turning it on. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.